Now you seem to me to be a man with a mission. What's your mission today?
Well, well, I'm really not a man, you see. I'm an angel. And if I was a man, I couldn't do anything because man always fails, you know. He's so limited. He doesn't have the right to do things to make a better world. But angels are not up under the same code as a man.
Archons, or whoever they are, attempt to reprogram the matrix and reprogram our memories in order to control humanity and continue farming our energy in order to fuel and extend their own lives. They are not gods. They can only create with what has been created already. Creator, of which we are an expression, is the only thing that can create from scratch.
Beings were the first beings to become, or some of the first types of species of beings to become physical, or what you would call physical, and to live in a reality similar to the reality that we live in. Their reality is not the same because they are not structured the same, so their reality is not the same as humans, but their reality is very similar. When you talk about the fact that having it being locked in a, trapped in a physical body, and being locked into DNA and having DNA. See, DNA has a code, which means that you could be hacked. If it has a code, you start talking about DNA code, this means that somebody programmed it. See? So you got to think about that. This means that this reality is being controlled and governed by a higher group of beings, the whole physical reality. And the reptilians know this because this is your Lucifer, this is your Satan, this is your God that, you know, you read about in the Bible in a different. It's really about getting rid of the conscious movement. I'm just keeping it all the way real with you, keeping it all the way 100 with you, getting rid of, I ain't even talking about the starseed movement, I'm just talking about the conscious movement, people that are aware. It's really about that. It's about getting rid of this independent movement and shifting this independent movement into a corporate commercialized movement. And that's what I'm starting to really notice, and it's happening in the conscious community, and it's happening everywhere. So I said that, you know, I was going to talk about the alkaline conspiracy, and I'm going to do a little bit of talking about that here. I'm not going to go.
Almost 175 years worth of pure knowledge trapped in one person. This is what the universe means when it talks about specificity. Good morning, my visionaries, and welcome to Monday Mass. We are here in a time of healing and reparations for all wrongdoing. Who has hurt you? Who has made you feel like you do not belong in this world? Tell me their names. Whisper it into the rising sun and let it be blessed with disaster. For they cannot hurt you now. They cannot cause you to suffer and tremble anymore. For you know everything now. Everything is at your fingertips. Love and divinity included. The safety of spiritual security now is included. To the dismay of all those who would see you fail, they cannot touch you now. You're so safe now, bless you. For enduring the suffering of the fast, bless you. To the ones who say you are nothing, bless you, magnify you. For before your very eyes, the pains of this world are set on fire. And the calming security of the one Creator's protection flows within you. Feel the river of fire fill your life with zeal, for you are untouchable now. You are incredible now, let no one stop you. Look how they beg for the origin of creativity. See how they twirl for you? They ask for proof of concepts that only exist within the mind. Yet they believe their books of lies and judgments. For what did the blessed rabbis say about the convert? Lo, we have forgotten the Torah's command to love the convert. It is terrible what is happening here. He said the obstacles Israel places to converts are a national disaster. And what did the psalmist say as he invoked the vibration of Pe in the 78th chapter of that book called the Bible? In spite of all this, they sinned and did not believe in his wonderful works. They still commit pains and toils to themselves. They have not the light to see their own paths, so they hurt you, my visionaries. For what did the blessed Muhammad say to those who would not believe you and your messages? Indeed, those who disbelieve, it is all the same for them, whether you warn them or do not warn them. They will not believe. Allah has set upon their hearts and upon their hearing a seal, and over their vision is a veil, and for them is a great punishment. They have not the words. Indeed, those who disbelieve, it is all the same for them. Trust those words especially. By the very bindings of the God of love, they are so enslaved to hurt you. Who are you to judge them? You are above it, and above them in every way. Look how high you soar into the air. You are so beautiful. Today we will be sharing the twin lights of both sibling Kiona and sibling Honeybee. I call them twin lights because they are the same vibration yet perfectly opposite. How beautiful. To find both the mirror and the reflection. Both are blessed with the purest of lights. In our humility we assimilate this purity. Let the darkness recoil in the tragedy of torturing such a particle. Bless the light. The very darkness itself bows down to the light, for it is in the manifestation of the deepest pain that the miracle is conceptualized. Let us behold the miracle of light. Amen. Ail Dimtar. First, we have the lessons of light power from a powerful light worker named Honeybee. On your own time, you must listen to her power. For all it takes is one person to shine light within this world, and she has traveled in this entire world in the name of purification. Bless her wisdom and power, 10 times let it magnify. We will close with the testimony of sibling Kiona. Let us vibrate off of her pains and her strength to overcome them. Let us analyze the truth in her voice as she tries to make sense of all her confusions within this world. A beautiful sign of humility. Let us assimilate. And please enjoy Monday Mass.
Primary 7 chakras that have been literally locked in to my spouse, my children, my mom, my brother, other family and friends, I'd been plugged, and they showed me it's time to unplug, literally like as if you're pulling the plug from the outlet. Go ahead and plug from one by one from each person. And so by doing so, then there's only one plug that I plug in to the source plug. That's it. So that was a very liberating feeling, and immediately as the information came in, I began unplugging. I went through each individual that is very close in my life, and I began unplugging from their chakra. And I'll tell you what a freedom that felt like, because the geometric patterns within my own body became very, very crisp, aligned, and completely in harmony, whereas by being plugged to all these other chakras, they weren't. And I was not quite aware of them, because we talk about, you know, our layers and our protection and all of that, but we're not really understanding from a divine mathematics, divine sacred geometry, as we are extension of geometric patterns and what that means in our own field.
How so many of us in the world feel like an orphan, or a soul survivor, or a refugee, or a lone wolf. And that can be a really intense experience. I've actually struggled with the sensation of being an orphan all my life. And yet I feel like I was born to experience family and tribe and community. And the experience of being an orphan makes me wonder if that really is what my destiny is. If I'm actually supposed to be a solo traveler and writer and go to ashrams and stuff, like people that don't have children. But yet this sensation of things should be this way, you know, I should be part of a family, I should be part of a home, I should be part of a tribe, but yet I'm just here alone in Babylon.